since the beginning, what stood out for me is, I guess people can relate that I've been on the buyer side, and we are actually caring about their lives and how they work, and actually try to add value rather than try to sell them a back office tool. And they can just feel that we are forthcoming with the way we give answers. If we cannot do something, we tell them. If we are good at it, they know as well, but we don't only tell, we show. This is exactly how it's gonna work. They're like, okay, fine. With our competitors, and I know because I was trying to buy from them, they will just tell you that they are gonna do it, we are gonna put it on the roadmap, you sign, and good luck. They just disappear, right? So I think people appreciate that difference in our approach. We are just a lot more human, right? If I may put it that way. But also, the tool itself is just very powerful. So the top feedback we have gotten in the last 3 years is, this is the most intuitive tool I've ever seen. And once they sign as a customer, the top feedback turns into, this is the best customer support I've ever seen. Like for example, one MLRO in Europe, he bought us in 3 different companies. And that level of love doesn't come from just giving a good tool. There's an emotional connection to the tool, to the company, but also us and the way we treat people, because they just want that same feeling over and over again. And there's this quote that I like from Walt Disney. He says, people can feel perfection. And obviously, we don't claim that we are perfect. We still have a long way to go, but we try very hard. And I think people can feel that we aim to be perfect for them.
When it comes to financial crime, compliance, AML and so forth, the experience that B2B Payments have had with Flagright has actually been really positive so far. So we went live in a matter of weeks. The integrations and the APIs that Flagright offer have been really easy to integrate to. The platform has been quite easy to use. It's also been great. So Flagright have been really helpful, helping us migrate some of our existing rule sets and pattern matching across to the platform. And they've been really great when it comes to training and helping us get up to speed and try and maximize the capabilities of the Flagright platform. And it's worth noting too that the customer service has been exceptional with the Flagright as well. So I've even found from my personal experience that they have been super responsive, and they're always quick to respond to us to help out with either ideas we have, whether there might be challenges we're facing, or how we actually then collaboratively build out the solution going forward. And there's a huge mutual benefit there as well, in terms of B2B Payments being able to work with Flagright to actually articulate our future needs, Flagright being able to incorporate our needs into their future development, and then us being able to actually forge a path forward. So the role that partners like Flagright play in shaping our future strategy is actually integral, given the fact that they have the benefit of some really solid engineering, some great leadership, but also a real understanding of the space. And so from talking to the founding team, they have a really good understanding of what some of the key concerns, challenges, and drivers are in the financial crime space. We have the ability to provide feedback to the likes of Flagright in terms of where we think we need some help in certain areas, and they have the ability to actually work with us to potentially experiment, test out some new approaches, and develop their models and strategies alongside us as well.
I mean, we don't collaborate with regulators as such. The regulators kind of set the rules, and we have to go out there and implement within their standards. But as mentioned, we use a state-of-the-art KYC partner to ensure that onboarding customers allows us to check their IDs, their documents, their facial images matching their IDs, check that the address they provide is actually a recognized address for them in credit agencies, check that they're not in the CIFAS National Fraud Database as an existing and proven criminal, check that they are not on a sanctions list or a politically exposed person. And so we do everything in our power to make sure that any customer we actually accept here has the least likelihood. We still, sadly, some people get through those controls, and then the challenge, and we do this by working with our partner Flagright, the challenge at the next level is to make sure that if we've allowed one of those criminals on board, to make sure that we're on top of them every day and observing their patterns. And if we see anything that evidences fraudulent or bad behavior, that we act immediately to arrest that behavior and ultimately to remove them as a client, to stop their ability to carry on doing that. We also do that with our partner Marqeta, who provide us with payment card processing technology, and they have suites of rules and controls that we work with them on to ensure that card payments are safe and sound. Often money is taken out of the financial crime system using a card by paying for something online, or even by going to an ATM with a card to take it out as cash. And so we can observe patterns of behavior that aren't normal using these types of controls we have with Flagright and Marqeta, which also use AI to go above what we can achieve by just setting rules to actually using sort of black box artificial intelligence to spot those patterns in ways that we couldn't have probably observed as human, or our compliance and fraud analysts couldn't observe. We have really three key partnerships that form the front line of our defense. We have a partnership with Onfido, who provide us with the KYC or onboarding component, and behind them there are a number of other partners and technologies that also empower them to do what they do. We work with Flagright, who provide what we call transaction monitoring, so that is the observing the payments that our clients make bank to bank, or the payments they receive or the transfers they receive, using both rules and AI. And then we also, as I say, work with Marqeta, who is our card processor, and basically process all of the card payments that are made from the zero account with rules and additional intelligence to spot and block things that are fraudulent.